Greetings, Love Posse. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting to our channel. Today's message: isolation breeds disconnection. Before I get to today's message, I want to say a bit about Russia and Ukraine. So, Russia and Ukraine. Many of you who follow astrology are aware that Uranus and Jupiter are influencing the chaos, the revolution, the consciousness evolution on the planet. Jupiter and Uranus are also influencing the drama that's playing out in Russia. If you're not aware of it, please look down below in the description box for a link to the 9-episode documentary, Changing of the Gods. This documentary follows astrologer Richard Tarnas's work and will give a broader, transpersonal, metaphysical, astrological explanation of the happenings on our planet. Now to today's message: isolation breeds disconnection. There's disconnection, examples of disconnection playing out all over the world. What's influencing that, or an aspect of behavior that's influencing the disconnection, is isolation. Russia, Cuba, China, Iran are intentionally isolated from the world because of their behavior. And that isolation from the rest of the world is breeding disconnection. Disconnection breeds wars. There are other forms of disconnection: lockdowns, the 6 feet distance from other people, the no contact with other people. Masks are a form of isolation. These forms of isolation, although seemingly keeping people safe, are breeding disconnection. People are not hearing one another. People are not listening to one another. People are not seeing each other. People have encapsulated themselves in this isolated box from other people. And because of that isolation, they've reverted back to the me, to the little I. Having no awareness of others around them, having little to no consideration for others' safety, others' well-being. I'll give you the perfect example. I'm walking my fur baby. A car speeds past us, nearly hitting us. I jump out of the way with my fur baby and yell, "Hey, we're here!" The person in the car stops for maybe 5 seconds and then takes off. As I mentioned in one of my messages, people are in a coma, but that's coming from being isolated, told that other people and their health could cause you harm. We are all one in this together, part of one consciousness. The harm that we're causing each other is not being connected. The harm we're causing each other is thinking that we are separate. The harm we're causing each other is continuing this isolation. When people are isolated, it breeds fear. It creates the delusion of an enemy. Ukraine and Russia. You and your neighbor. Black and white. Segregation in the 60s, that's isolation. It bred fear, anger. And it caused lynchings and the murder and discrimination of Black people, which still exists. Isolation breeds disconnection. Before the pandemic, most people were already living their lives from a place of disconnection. And now we've become even more disconnected because of these mandates to stay away from each other. Staying away from each other will destroy us because human beings need other human beings. Isolation is not a solution. Isolation just breeds more disconnection, more anger, more fear. It's time we stop repeating the past. It's time that we learn that we're all one, connected to all of life. So, Love Posse, what is it going to be? Are you going to continue to participate in this unconscious behavior, unconscious narrative of isolation, hiding yourself from others, keeping yourself from others? What is it going to be? I see you. You're not separate from me. I am you. You are me. Isolation breeds disconnection. Love Posse, let's work together to breed, to sow, to grow connection. Thank you for your time. Love Posse, I love you. The divine loves you. You are loved. Namaste. Namaste.